My name is Jack Gideon, and I've been here for a little over a year.
And I am Lauren Gideon, also been going here for a little over a year.
I was searching for any way to strengthen my faith and also looking for a group of people that I could share my experiences with and hear their experiences and just talk about the daily struggles of life.
My hope was similar. We started coming here, like we said, kind of in March, and then I heard about the table, the women's group, and so I wanted to try that out. And so the kickoff in August led me to hearing more about Rooted, and I thought that was kind of a good time for us to dive in and see how we could strengthen our faith. And so I quickly signed up for Rooted.
Week 5 was a good week for me because we talked about the enemy and how the enemy tries to get to you. And we also talked about these strongholds and how he can constantly try to make you go down the wrong path.
So I remember when Nate first brought up Rooted in his sermon on one Sunday, he said the big scary T word of testimony. And that made me really nervous and was almost a reason I didn't want to sign up for Rooted. But it ended up being one of the most transformative seasons for me. Sharing it was incredible. And we had a group of about 10 women ranging from their 20s all the way up to their 60s. And it was so cool to see that there were parts of our stories that we all had in common. If being vulnerable is a fear and sharing your testimony is a fear, I think that's the enemy. And I think the whole point is to get uncomfortable because there's no growth when you're comfortable.
I think finding a community here was great because I could have people that had like-minded experiences and be able to mature my faith with them and just talk about anything and that was going on.
Finding community through Rooted meant the world to me. Like I said, I invited people to my wedding from Rooted, but there was one thing I remember Nate saying at one of the first services we ever came to at Vertical, and it was that when you surround yourself in community, you realize that your problems aren't so unique.
Without Rooted, I don't think my faith would be where it is today. It just kind of made me want to be more involved with the church and be better in our marriage, and also it led me to becoming baptized.
I really don't want to know what my life would have looked like without Rooted because it's just had such a positive outcome for me. I think, like Jack said, it really made me want to show up better to my friends, but also in our relationship. We went through it before we got married. So I think that was a perfect opportunity for us to kind of evaluate our relationship with the Lord on a personal level and then come together and kind of feed off of each other, what we were learning in our Rooted groups separately, but also what it was doing for our relationship together. And like Jack said, he ended up getting baptized, which was one of the biggest decisions he's ever going to make. And he's just already been such a great leader. So, attribute all of that to the Lord, but a lot of that to Rooted as well.
I would say for anybody looking to or on the edge about doing Rooted, I would say just go for it. I mean, you have nothing to lose. And at the very least, you can learn more about the Lord and grow your faith in Him.
I think a lot of us find ourselves at a standstill with our faith periodically, where you want to be closer to the Lord, but sometimes you don't really know the right avenue to take, or maybe you feel like you're checking all the boxes, but you're longing for that relationship. This is a perfect way to get into the Word, to get into community. It's a perfect way to, just put your foot in the door to see what other opportunities that might open for you. And like Jack was saying, at the very least, you are in community. You're proving to yourself that you can show up, that you can do the things that you're longing for. It's a step in the right direction. But then again, you could also walk out of here with lifelong friends and really get rooted in the church.